What's going on, family? You back in the lab with Avery Yashrael, man. This one right here, where a lady says she's upset because they cut her food stamps, man, and she said she just finna give somebody the business. Have to excuse the language. She's using a very, very, very strong language in here, but she said her food stamps was cut from $730. I don't know how, she says over $700 down to like $85, and she is upset, and she asking what she gonna do. So let's get into it, man.
I'm fucking pissed the fuck off. They cut my motherfucking food stamps to $85 fucking dollars from $738. How the fuck that's supposed to support a household of 3? For a job that barely even support my basic needs now. Like, inflation is high and the bitch groceries is high as shit. I'm pissed the fuck off. Like, I'm mad as shit because how the fuck am I supposed to survive off that shit? So when y'all see me in the motherfucking store stealing stuff and that shit in my motherfucking bag, nicely act like you don't see shit and mind your motherfucking business, because this shit is going in my motherfucking bag and I'm walking out this motherfucking store with my motherfucking chest up and my head held high, and I dare you to try to tell me, hey ma'am, excuse me, because I'm gonna look at you like you fucking retarded and say go talk to Trump about that shit. On my kids, anybody that motherfucking voted for him, girl, fuck you, or him, fuck y'all, because y'all the stupidest motherfuckers I ever seen in my life.
This ain't Trump's fault. I mean, I think people want to always blame somebody. Let me say, the groceries is already high before Trump got in office. Inflation been kicking out butts. Everybody's struggling. Houses is overpriced. Food is overpriced. Gas is overpriced. Cars is overpriced. I just seen last night where I think a company in Indiana finna raise the, I think it's Cedar Point or something in Indiana, finna raise the utility light bill up by 20%. That is ridiculous. A lot of it is corporate greed. I do believe a lot of it is corporate greed, but however, you can't go and steal it. She said she's gonna put stuff in her purse. You're on your way you're on your way straight to jail, ma'am. Let me tell you. You know, people love to give out time and free labor. Now you can lose your kids. Yes. $85 is not enough to feed a family of 3. It's not. However, it's not the government responsibility to feed you. It's not. Now, if you in temporarily hardship, whether you disabled, you lost a job, you know, people can lose jobs. Let's go. People can lose jobs and put them in a financial hardship, and you need assistance. I'm fine with that. I have no problem with that. But food stamps, Section 8, Medicare, none of that was meant to be long-term unless you are disabled or a veteran. If you're a veteran, I think veterans should get everything the government has for them, has for the people. Because especially if you serve your country honorably and was discharged honorably, you deserve food stamps, Medicare, free housing, no taxes. I'm pro-vet. I'm a vet. So I'm pro-veteran, especially serving and doing the right thing for your country. But now you just want food stamps because you chose not to better your life or better your circumstances. That's on you. Let me say that. Now, and Trump said what he put in place was, you got 2 years. You got 2 years. You can't improve your life in 2 years. 2 years, man, you can get certificates, you can go to trade school, you can do a lot in 2 years. But after 2 years, yeah, you need to get out the program if you're not going to better yourself. It wasn't meant to be a generational multi-generational benefit. I see Section 8 people, their grandmother was on it. Then they passed it down to their mom. Then the mom passed it down to the kids. And the kids already got something. Well, I'm going to hand this off to my kids. It wasn't meant for that. And yes, people are getting cut. Yes, and I feel bad. I feel bad for people who need these benefits and not able to get them. One lady said she fell on hard times and lost her job, lost her finances, and needed food stamps. And they wouldn't qualify her for food stamps because she said because of her potential earning of her last job. And she couldn't qualify for them. I remember, when I lost my job, my wife had lost her job. We lost our job in corporate America, and we couldn't qualify for them. We needed them. We couldn't qualify for them. But we didn't say, hey, we weren't raising sand. We just say, hey, we gonna feed ourselves. And that's what we did. And we took a hard hat and a shovel and dug ourselves out of the hole that shit we got in by losing our jobs. So you need to be prepared to be self-sufficient out here and not depend on these programs. They should be there for people who need them, but they are temporarily. They're temporary programs. They ain't meant to be multi-generational programs. Let's check another video out where a lady say her food stamps got cut down a little bit, but her Medicaid also got cut, along with her son's Social Security got cut.
Okay, so it's a little clearer. Y'all, did you hear about the Medicaid cuts? It's very real. Okay, so let's talk about it. All right, so my food stamps went from $700 to $345. Insane. Social Security for my other son went from $945 to $777. They're cutting, okay? So just be prepared. You may have to get private insurance. It's getting insane.
And I can see that. You know what I mean? This sounds like she have a disabled son that gets Social Security. So her son deserves the benefits. And he said that if he's disabled, he deserves the benefits. Cutting the food stamps in half, I don't know what her earnings was. Just like the other lady, when they got cut from $700 down to $85, that is a hell of a cut. But because 2 bags at the grocery store, that's $100 for my family, unfortunately. So you ain't got much, and that's probably a meal no more than 2 for that particular one. So yes, you got to scrounge up to feed yourself. In this particular case, it's like I said, her food stamps got cut in half. They are doing some cuts. I just think people who it's been a lot of abuse, a lot of waste, and you don't really know who abusing or who wasting until you start cutting these programs down and cutting these programs out, unfortunately. Now, do I feel sorry for the kids that might have to suffer in this? Yes, because if you know me, Abru love the kids. Abru love the kids. I don't want to see no kids have to go through hardship like that. So if these kids are suffering, yeah, I feel bad. But an able-bodied adult that's able to go out here and make a day's living, day's wage, no, I don't feel sorry for them. So with that said, man, maybe y'all tell me what y'all think about this food stamp cut, this Medicare cut, this Social Security cut. Let me know, man. And we talk about it in the comments because a lot of people are getting cut. A lot of people getting kicked off the benefits. But that's why I always tell you, this is the time when you got plenty to go out there and find you a hustle, find you something that you can earn income from. So these hard times come, just like Joseph in the Bible, when them 7 years he stacked up plenty. A lot of us was just going out here buying Hellcats and buying Jimmy Choo's and buying Gucci and all that stuff, and we were stacking up our grain. He stacked up grain and corn in the Bible. You should be stacking up your money, so a hard time come, you will be able to sustain. But with that said, man, these links to these video will be in the description box. If you like, share, subscribe, we'd greatly appreciate it. And with that said, I'm Avery Yasrael. Until next time, shalom.